we're trying to put ourselves in the shoes of a person or individuals who are experiencing the terror of modern warfare, especially in the form of bombs being dropped from overhead, whether it's from a an actual bomber style airplane that is flown by a pilot within the vehicle, or whether it's an unmanned drone. We're trying to come from the perspective of a person that lives with the threat every day that their life could be taken away. Really in the flash of an instant, without them ever having the possibility for any kind of escape. And, a big part of the song that when I was thinking about writing it is that I wanted to tell it from two perspectives. The one perspective being that your life can just be taken at any time, and there's nothing you can do about it. You don't know what's going to happen. And then also from the perspective of something I think is even, I guess when you come at it from that perspective, it's like this weapon of terror, right? Because that's what terrorism is. It's like the Western equivalent of committing terrorism. Because, you look at, like in Iraq, for example, terrorism comes in the form of suicide vest, but when it's the West using the weapon of terror against people, it's actually highly mechanized and
very expensive.
Yeah, exactly. The other perspective of the song that I wanted to come from was just the idea of somebody hearing munitions falling all around them, and knowing that it's coming their way. And I think that is kind of an important story to tell, because, sometimes it's civilians who are being bombed. Sometimes it's soldiers that are being bombed. And, I wanted it to come from the perspective of anyone who's experiencing this kind of terror, and hoping that people could put themselves in those shoes and have empathy towards those people and understand that no matter who it's happening to, no matter why it's happening, it's wrong. And that we have to find other ways to solve the world's problems. Because the reality is, we're told that drone strikes, they make us safer, they get the bad guys. The reality is that they don't make us safer, they don't get just bad guys or good guys, whatever the hell that is. They're killing mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, and ultimately, when you terrorize people, you create enemies. You don't make enemies go away. So that's a brief summary of what the song's about.
Well said.
Well, thank you.
Well, drones. There is a reality of a world where drones are no longer allowed by the United Nations. That would be a great thing. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but if enough people stand up and say they're not even going to put up with it anymore, yeah, we can make it happen. We're trying to outline landmines, and that is nobody thought that would be something that people would do, but other than the U.S. and China,
It's, it comes down to the fact that if people don't speak up against things that they see as unjust, then there's never any possibility for change. So the first step is to raise your voice and make a statement, and try to rally people to your side, and then you see where things happen.